Today is International Clinical Trials Day, and over the past year, we've been hearing this term in relation to the development of COVID-19 vaccines and research on COVID treatments. Now, here in the Philippines, the Science and Technology Department is one of the agencies leading the research and conduct of clinical trials. With us this morning is Dr. Jaime Montoya. He's the Executive Director of the DOST Philippine Council for Health Research and Development. Good morning, Dr. Montoya. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Paolo.
It's a pleasure. Now, Doctor, let's start with the treatment. The government is eyeing to start the clinical trials for anti-parasitic drug ivermectin by the end of this month or early next month. Ivermectin, of course, has attracted much controversy over its effectiveness in treating COVID patients with mild to moderate symptoms. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about the clinical trials for this particular drug?
Yes, the protocol has been finished and that will guide the conduct of the clinical trial for ivermectin. It's now being reviewed by our technical panel, and hopefully by the end of the month, it will be submitted for ethics review by the Single Joint Ethics Review Board, and then subsequently to the Food and Drug Administration for its approval.
Right. Okay, how about, can you give us a little bit of an idea on the update, or an update rather, on the WHO Solidarity clinical trial for COVID-19 treatments? I mean, there seems to be a lot of focus, obviously, on vaccine trials and such, preventative measures, but what about treatment measures?
Yes, the Solidarity vaccine trial for treatment or therapeutics has already finished phase 1. And we have actually completed our participation in the Solidarity trial conducted in different countries, looking at 4 repurposed drugs. These are namely hydroxychloroquine, lopinavir, ritonavir, interferon, and remdesivir. Although the results were not very good because they did not show benefit to patients with COVID-19, the remdesivir data is still being analyzed because there is a possibility, according to the WHO scientific advisory group, that there might be some benefit of remdesivir for a particular group of patients. Then,
Doctor, are you there?
The phase 2 in this particular trial again, and hopefully there will be at least three repurposed drugs that will be evaluated.
All right, and the results for those we're looking at when?
Well, if you're going to look at the progress and how long it took for the phase 1 of the Solidarity treatment trial, it will take approximately 5 to 6 months, depending on the rate of recruitment. But it can be short, depends on the rate of recruitment of the other countries as well for volunteers.
I see. All right, Doctor, perhaps to close, the DOST chairs the Sub-Technical Working Group on COVID-19 vaccine development. As of the moment, are we participating in any clinical trials for COVID-19 vaccines? Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yes, as you probably would remember, there were 3 independent clinical trials approved by the Food and Drug Administration. That's a Sinovac, which is currently on hold because they're actually revising their protocol. For Clover Pharmaceuticals, which is still conducting the clinical trials, is still ongoing, as well as for Janssen, which was suspended for a few weeks because of the issues in Europe and the US, but now has resumed clinical trials. But we're also preparing for the conduct of the WHO Solidarity vaccine trial. Hopefully, we'll actually start at the earliest latter part of June or beginning of July. And this will be the first of 2 countries that will be participating in this global trial, which will be looking at least 3.
All right, we seem to be having a little bit of trouble there, but we'd like to thank Dr. Jaime Montoya from the DOST Philippine Council for Health Research and Development.